whatever, bales or something, you know, hives, so I don't need it to be perfect. Plus the gain is the best, so that means it's going to give me 4 wheat no matter what. Just takes like 2 seconds slower. I grew up on the Game Boy, me too. Game Boy, the original. I played, oh man, I think the first game I ever got for that was not Mega Man, but Pokemon Red. I think Game Boy Color did come out, but, you know, the Game Boy, the regular Game Boy was cheaper. The black and white version. So, but yep, that's... I remember Warcraft 3, Warcraft 2. I didn't play Warcraft 1. I was still too young then, but I played Warcraft 2. Oh, that was second gen. You were on second gen Pokemon. So, understandable. But yeah, yeah, long time ago, yeah. Oh god, brings back memories. All right, come on, just a little bit more. Excellent. All right, so now I'm just gonna quickly harvest all of these, and I should be able to make a ton of artificial hives. Um, they have to be oak leaves though, which is fine. Ooh, 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 ooh. While I am waiting, you're not being used. We have another cultivated drone and a common drone. Ooh, we gotta take a look at those. You're not being used. And how are you? Ah, we have now a cultivated princess again. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm starting to understand a little bit of the mechanics now. So the only way we could have gotten a cultivated princess from a princess that was no, I did put cultivated. Never mind. This princess was, I want to say it was common, and I put, yeah, it was a common, and I put a cultivated princess, a pure cultivated. You, on the other hand, I just put a common drone. So here, I'm trying to do the way of understanding, because like I said, it's been forever since I've done bees. So I had a purebred forest princess. And then I took it and I gave it, so it would be, if you think about it, a forest. And I took a common drone. And a forest, a purebred forest, creates 3 drones, and obviously itself. So the forest princess, I don't know what the forest princess is, but essentially every time it created one of these after it bred and the queen dies off, it 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 did a it I think it rolls the dice for every single one of these. Because like you got a forest drone, a cultivated drone, and a common drone from this one queen. So it basically, it first did, say, the first princess, and this forest princess could be of the Punnett square would be a forest common. I'm guessing this is going to be a forest common, and it shouldn't have any other choice because it's forest common, and that's it. Forest commons across the board. So I bet this is a common forest because it mutated. So if you're not mutating these, because I have the sulfur frames in there, if you're not mutating these, the only thing that could come out of this would be forest common drones and the princess. But since I have the mutation, it also rolls the dice to see if it mutates. And from the looks of it, mutations can go two different directions. One, it could not happen at all, so this is probably a forest common. Two, the active and inactive can switch, so this is probably a common forest, with the active traits being a common, which is why this, but it's still common forest instead of forest common. Or it can actually do a pure mutation of where if you saw, like, if you go into a cultivated queen and you're like, okay, well, how do I get a cultivated queen? Well, by going in there, we should see one for here. So this doesn't look like it matters. That's how, I guess that's how you get a common queen, but that doesn't mean that's how you get a common drone. A common drone, I mean, a cultivated drone. A cultivated drone, the I guess the formula, if you will, is that you're looking to see to get a cultivated something. I guess a cultivated drone. If you want to get a cultivated queen or cultivated princess out of it, because you don't know what the queen is until what the princess is. To get a cultivated princess, I guess the only way is having a common princess with a forest drone, and then there's the chance that you can get a cultivated princess out of it. That's my guess so far, because I've never seen when I'm like done this actually get a cultivated queen right off the bat. I don't think so. I may be wrong, but when it comes to the drones, since I put a common drone, a pure common, and a common drone, and a pure forest queen, I mean princess, it rolled the dice and said, "Hey, okay, excellent. Yeah, I actually have the day off, D-Lore, so we may be playing Overwatch for quite a bit today." It rolled the dice and it said, "Hey, you have the ingredients, one forest trait, one common trait being mixed together." So instead of it becoming a forest common or a common forest, it said, those are the two ingredients that you need to make a cultivated or breed or mutate into a cultivated, and therefore you got a cultivated drone out of it. Obviously, since it wasn't a common princess that we were doing, there was no way to get a cultivated princess out of it. So my guess is that it's going to be, now it rolls the dice. I'm not sure if it's going to be cultivated forest or cultivated common. And I think that's where some of the dice rolls are going to be, where it's going to randomly generate, if you will. What it's going to be. But let's take a look. These are... Oh! Yeah, that's a noble stock. Okay. I can't remember what I did with this one. It was a marshy... It was a marshy meadows. It was a marshy meadows. Okay, so this is that one. And I want to put these separate so I do not get them confused. This is this one. And I want to, and maybe even the inactive traits on these could also be a dice roll as well. So the inactive traits could be common cultivated and forest cultivated because the ingredients were met. Therefore, this princess could also be forest cultivated. It may not be the active trait, so that could also be a double dice roll as well. But all in due time, as they say. But I'm starting to get the gist. That's the best way I can put it. I'm starting to get the gist. Of how all of this works. But I definitely need more of these so I can get more pristine stocks. I definitely want to see what this is, without a doubt. Fertilizer. Thank you. I only have two, so let's see you. Cultivated common. Okay. Because yes, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember this. I had a pure common princess and I had a pure common drone, and I took the two of them and I put them together. So the chances of it had to have at least cultivated as part of the traits as either inactive or active. So it doesn't really matter. Um, so now I'm kind of interested. I don't think there would be a chance to. There could be a chance that this drone is pure. Yes, it is. Awesome. That's also interesting. How did that end up? I took a purebred cultivated and a purebred common. If you look at a Punnett square, there's no chance of it becoming a purebred cultivated. Um, I guess. I mean, I would love to have a purebred cultivated queen just making purebred cultivated uh, drones so I could get a pristine one. So I am going to run it through again. You're probably. Yeah, that's what I thought. Somehow, this marshy douchebag of ness became a douchebag. So here you go. More sand. Less douchebaggy. Yeah, and I need more honey drops to know what the heck is going on. So this could be a this drone could be common cultivated. But I'm interested to see what this is, because if this is a purebred, it's probably not. No, it's cultivated forest. That's what I thought. So it's a cultivated forest. And if this is a, if I took a, it's a cultivated forest. I need to know what this is. I need more bees. It's essentially what it is. I need more bees. Bees that don't suck. Now, if I take a look at this queen, can I know already? I mean, that's what you were before. So how do I know if this is correct still? That's the thing. I knew that's what it was before. Did it stay the same? That's a possibility, I guess. But I need more honeycombs. Honeycombs. What are you doing with your lives? You're a queen. You're a queen. You're a queen. Did I forget to turn you on? Yes, I did not. Did I forget to turn on the one below it? I did. So that's what happened. Awesome. So there's a chance now I can figure out more of these. All right, there's one honey drop. Two. And the tree. Okay, and we already know that this is a cultivated forest. What are you? See, you're forest common. That's interesting. And you're a cultivated forest. So you would have a chance of making a forest, a common cultivated. So you no, you would have a chance of making a forest cultivated, a common cultivated,